So I got the opportunity to work as media at Lake Biwa 100. This is a 100-mile race which is run in the Kansai region of Japan. It starts at Yunoyama Onsen and ends at Lake Biwa at Hira Lake Guest House. The tradition in this race is to jump into the lake at the end of the race. This is the fifth edition of this race. According to the RD, Kawariniwa, this race was inspired by her running the Hard Rock 100 in the USA. The race had approximately 331 entrants. 90% of them were Japanese, 230 men, and 101 women. This information is according to an Instagram post that they put on their page. Now, if you know anything about ultra running, this is actually a very good ratio because the ratio is 2 men to 1 woman, which is phenomenal. I mean, if I think of races like Kalkloof from South Africa, and I'm talking 3 years ago, we had maybe 100 entrants and then maybe 90 men, 10 women. So this is a good number. I hope the world can take an example from Japan. The runners have to complete a distance of 169 kilometers with a total elevation gain of 10,500 meters over the distance. This is a tough race. It's not an easy one. The views are amazing. You get to see the lake, but it's a tough race. The race has to be completed within 52 hours. And like I mentioned, the race is tough. And this 52-hour cutoff is an indication of just how rough the race really is. It is a hard rock qualifier. It is the only hard rock qualifier in Japan since last year. That means if you want to get an entry, you have to try get it early because it's oversubscribed. According to the website, their registration is going to open on the 1st of May 2026. As with all Japanese races, you have to enter well in advance for you to get an entry. Now, this race is easily accessible. If you want to get there, the start venue is a little bit remote, but it's easily accessible. Let me explain why. They have a shuttle running from one station to the start of the onsen. You'll have to visit their website for more details. I personally took a bus from Tokyo to Nagoya station, and then I took the local train, and then from the local train, I took the free shuttle. And if you're coming from Kyoto side, there's a local train directly from Kyoto station to there. So if you're in Tokyo, you can take the Shinkansen to Kyoto, and then from Kyoto, you'll take a local train to... So the finish venue, the end where the race ends, is easily accessible from Kyoto. Even the start is accessible from Kyoto as well. I would advise you to check out their website. They have Japanese and English translation, so you'll be able to see. Personally, I found it easy to go there. And if you're on a budget like me, I recommend booking an overnight bus from Tokyo. I mean, you can obviously take the Shinkansen if you want, but I actually think it's cheaper to either take the overnight bus or to fly to Kansai Airport. And then from Kansai Airport, you can kind of find your way there. My impression, this is one of the more accessible, diverse races in Japan. This one and Deep Japan Ultra. By that I mean, and obviously Fuji 100. By that I mean international runners can enter and their needs will be taken care of. The MC at the race finish had an English translator who translated everything for all the English runners. The race director herself can speak English, and all the English speakers were taken care of. At every aid station, they had an English speaker who was there to cater for the international runners. So they had like a badge on their, what is this thing called where you get an injection, on their arm, on their upper arm that said English, and that was the person that was there to assist any international runners, so you would be fine. They also have Ibuki trackers, and with this tracker, if you're supporting a runner at any time in the race, you can kind of see where your runner is and where your runner is going. And they have this amazing app. I just saw my race photos just now, where after the race, you just upload a picture of your face, and then your race photos show up, and then you can buy the ones you want or not. And I think they were available immediately straight after the race. The aid stations were fully stocked. I have some videos of the aid station on my Instagram. Like I'm vegetarian, and one of the things that I would worry about is, of course, I've got my own gels, but will there be stuff for me to eat? And they do have, like, they have gels, they have bananas, they have some rice balls. But even if you're vegetarian, like me, there's something to eat. And even if you feel like, oh, I don't want to eat something I've never eaten before, you can for sure eat bananas and rice. And they have noodles, lots of good stuff, and cake. Okay. The course itself is tough. I've already mentioned this. And the thing that you have to be aware of if you're training for this particular race is you definitely have to be strong on the uphill, have to be comfortable running in tough weather, because like this year they had like crazy fog. And Japanese trails are wild. They're not like smooth trails that are manicured by people. You're out in the wild. And there's a lot of routes. This is just a thing in Japan. Every trail you're going to run is going to have lots and lots of routes. So be aware of that. So if you're going to run a 100-miler in Japan, this is one of my recommendations. It's not as big as Fuji. It's a small race with 300 people, but your needs will be taken care of. It's easily accessible from Tokyo or from Osaka, which means it's easy to get there. And it's a hard rock qualifier. So if you are keen, I'm not like being paid or anything to say this. I just had a really good impression. The only advice I would give is at the end of the venue. So obviously we're not comparing apples to apples, but I think this is a different thing with if you've never run in Japan before. Because I know like in South Africa, at the end, there's kind of a tent where people who finish can just go and sleep and eat and make sure they're taken care of at the end of the race. Like the race village will usually have that kind of a space. So they don't have that kind of, you can kind of sit, but my advice is if you're going to run the 100-miler, if you kind of know when you're going to stop, I would advise you to book accommodation close to the finish venue so that you can kind of, they have shower facilities, but I feel like after running 100 miles, you just want to be more comfortable. You just want a place where you can just go and crash for a while. And they have a place you can crash, but I feel like if you booked your own digs close to the finish line, that would just make it more comfortable for you after you've run 100 miles. That's my advice. I did stay at a place close to the thing, which was like 1 kilometer away, dirt cheap, but it might be an option. I will include it in my links at the bottom of this. What else can I say? The weather is good. It's not summer, so it's not too hot, and it's not winter, so it's not too cold. So actually, all in all, a really good race. Anyway, I'm going to try and get to interview the race director. After this, I'm going to email her. And if I can interview the race director, then you guys, when you're coming to Japan, you can kind of choose. Am I going to do Fuji 100? Am I going to do Deep Japan Ultra? Or am I going to do Lake Biwa? But these races are all really good races, and you just need to make sure you mark that date in your diary and you get your entry in as soon as possible. Thank you so much for listening. To support the show, please follow us on Instagram at The Running Voyager, or please leave a rating and review on iTunes or Spotify. It doesn't take much, but it means a lot. Here's to a week full of great adventure. Cheers!